Well, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So, since the last episode, there has been a major update, the oil upgrade, and it actually added a lot more than I was expecting it to add. There's new biomes and new buildings and whole new systems, and unfortunately that means that I should probably create a new game because I don't believe there's a way to regenerate the entire map to get these new biomes. I might have the new buildings, I'm not sure, but it wouldn't be the new game, and I wasn't really that far, so I'd call that round kind of a refresher course to get me back used to the game. And I'm gonna have to abandon my duplicates and go find some new ones and restart in an oily place. So there's more options. You can turn off stress. That would make the game way too easy. I'm not doing that. I'm leaving everything regular. Start a new game. So after I pick my new duplicates, which of course I'm a bit choosy about, I will start a game with them and try to get back to about where I was in the last one with getting the basics, give them a simple little outhouse type restroom and some living quarters, and then I'll resume from there and continue unless there's new content that I run into along the way, which I think is mostly later anyway, so you shouldn't miss anything. Nothing important anyway. Introducing
Mima the Impervious.
With an immunity of 7, she can clean the bathrooms and build paintings near the outhouse all day long
And never catch a germ in her life. She gains skills like no other. Travaldo the Strong. He can carry 100 more things than any ordinary man. And Joshua the Nimble.
with an athletics of 14 at only level 14.
He may be an ugly crier, but he's 3 times as fast as any normal man.
So, this is my new team. I got the twins here, as I call them, and Nemo to take care of them and to act as a voice of reason and a caretaker because she's immune to almost anything. So, they've changed quite a bit in this game. Let me just slow this down while I show ya. But they've completely redone the research tree here. So, that was a bit different, getting everything back because they're in different places now. They split up the art and they put in air tiles on the second tier, which was a little tough because I need airflow like right off the bat for oxygen because it's not included. So that's all done with and set up. So everything should be mostly back to the point where I had it before. I got their little outhouse set up with probably too big of a reservoir because I want to move that anyway. They got their barracks here. I only have 3 so far. I haven't found a 4th one that's good enough for me, so I haven't accepted them. I've done, again, about half the new research tree, and these hatches are everywhere. So I used an old trick that still works to trap them inside a pneumatic door because they'll jump on top of it and for some reason can't stand up there, and they just drop in, and as long as it stays locked, they can't move. So in this bottom one, I've trapped 3 hatches. So I don't know what to do with those yet, but I don't want to kill them because I think they're useful because they generate coal, even though I've never really been able to get that to work correctly. So I have planned some water reservoirs here. That's what I'll be doing next. This one's clean water. This one should be horrible water, polluted and germy. I haven't found any more of those light bugs that were all over my base before. There's 2 of them up here, but I haven't gotten around to releasing them yet, so that's a thing for later. Beep, did you hear that? Was that the puffed? I like these things. I really don't want them to die, but I'm a little wary to go in there yet because slime lung everywhere, and I don't really know how to deal with that yet. I have ideas because there's sanitation stuff, but I'm not sure if it'll work, and I don't want to just ruin my whole save. I got a little too close over here, so I made sure to wall it off just in case it'll seep into the air. But hopefully I'll stay away from slime lung. I also want to redo my food thing to get some actual, plant tiles or whatever they're called, farm tiles now. But I'm waiting for the water thing to be done because I want to irrigate them, ideally. So, whoa, there's a steam geyser now. That's a new thing. Emitting steam. It's gotta be pretty hot. Yep, that's not good. Well, it's good because it's an infinite source of water, but hot water, so I'd have to find a way to cool it down. A new duplicate is available. Is there anyone good? You better be impressive. Nope, none of you are impressive. Reject. Also, I don't have enough food to feed them yet, so there is that. They're digging away dangerously close to this hydrogen gas. You better not break this wall, that would be horrible. And the slime lung, but I'm just barely safe. I placed this thing carefully, hopefully it's in a very good place for it. I can start building the second wall, because I have made water reservoirs that break if there's too much water in it, so I'm going to make this 2 walls thick, and that should be plenty. And if it's not, I left room for a third. Meemaw's got skills. Okay, they finally got the wall built, so now I can start digging out those ladders. And hope that the water doesn't break through what little wall is there until I can dig most of this out and gather it. I don't like wasting the walls, so I want to make sure they can actually sweep most of the stuff that they will dig out on this whole thing before there's water there, so they don't have to hold their breath in it. That one I'm a little worried about, because there's only one tile there now, which is why I saved it for last. I really hope that doesn't break through, because if it does, it's going all the wrong way outside of it. They're in the danger now. This would be a horrible place to be digging. It seems very treacherous if it were the real world and not on some asteroid that's only 2-dimensional. I'm building an airlock there just in case I have problems with water. I know some will still get through, but then I can at least tell them not to go back in there and clean it up before I keep going. Maybe go from the other side instead. Even though that's even more treacherous, because as soon as they get this dug, the water will go everywhere. I just really hope it doesn't leak. Just sweep all that up and keep digging. Yeah, also they can't breathe down there, of course, because there is no air circulation whatsoever. It's no wonder they're getting stressed. Not a good environment to work in. Okay, now I'm trying to think of the best way to actually break this that's safe. Because none of it is safe, and I still want to sweep it, and I want as little as possible to have to sweep underwater. So I could build all of these things, and in turn break the water here. I think it would seep in that way. Then I'd still have these 2 layers to sweep from underwater. Or I could dig them from underneath. That would guarantee the water would go in the right place, but it would probably be more difficult to sweep. I'll try digging out this 1 layer first, because I think they can dig that high. And then it may or may not break. If they can sweep all that first, that would be wonderful. And then I'll just dig out the middle, see what happens, if it doesn't break already. Oh, but you all fell asleep, so I guess I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, they added animal control, so I guess I can actually relocate them easy now. That's wonderful. I hope it's fully implemented, because of course this still is an alpha game. An animal relocator and a trap. What's the difference? Okay, so an animal relocator, it looks like, is where you want them to be, and then you tell them to bring the trap there, and traps are single use. That might be helpful. I don't have enough animals around to be useful yet. All I have is the hatches. And I don't even have a coal generator yet, so maybe I should get that. Ah, now I have the hydroponic farm though, so that's very useful, I would think. Of course, I've never tried them yet, but the plan is to put them somewhere up here above the water reservoir and then run some pipes to them. I'm guessing they use the same amount of water that a regular plant would, you just don't have to water them. Well, the water doesn't seem to have broken through that corner, which is a good sign, so maybe one tile is enough. I mean, this will be the weak point, I believe. So I'm going to try to do as much as possible without actually breaking through. Avoiding weak spots if I can. But of course, eventually, it will be a flood. Sweep as you go, people. Ah, another duplicate available. I really shouldn't get them because I don't have enough food. So unless you're really impressive. Never getting a mouth breather. They take way too much oxygen. I don't care if you're a quick learner, you're not worth it. You, on the other hand, have diver's lungs, which is amazing. But you also have trypophobia, so you can't dig at all, which is not so good. Sorry, Meep. It's not that I don't like your unibrow or anything, it's just that you kind of need to be able to dig. You're going away. Alright, I got about as far as I can get here without being extra dangerous about it, so go ahead. It'll probably break once they start digging this row, but good luck. Yep. Survive. Poor Joshua. He's got the worst job ever. Yeah, he's not so happy. Now go to bed. I probably should have timed that better. Not too bad though. They always freak out about a food shortage right before the plants are done growing. You can see the plants, you're gonna be fine. You have enough food, you just don't have a lot right now. Now they're all gonna have soggy feet. Poor duplicants. It's worth it, you'll have better water. That went pretty well, I'd say. Just gotta sweep all this up and hopefully they don't get too sad about that. So now I have this big open area up here that I should find a way to put a farm. I think that's a glitch. I don't think it's supposed to be all white unless they change that. These used to be see-through. They're all gonna be really unhappy now. They're getting soaked every time they go down there to collect it. Yeah, there's a fertilizer synthesizer now that you can turn polluted water into fertilizer for the plants. The catch though is it looks like it also produces natural gas, which I don't want to deal with yet. So, and it's very large. Maybe sometime in the future I will put one of those in there. For now, you'll just have to deal with the polluted water. Meemaw's the only one that isn't stressed. I guess she doesn't mind swimming. These two twins should get over it. Interesting, so I can rotate the farm tiles now to grow upside down. I assume that's only for specific plants, not that I can just grow everything upside down, because there are plants like this that are hanging. So maybe I can domesticate them as well. I like that. Well, those should all be irrigated once they're built. I don't know if they can build that high, otherwise I'll come in from the top, build a little ladder or something. I need to dig that out anyway. That needs to go away. They can build that. Nice. This will be my actual good farm. I may need to add airflow, because I don't think airflow goes through these. So yeah, I'll replace a couple of these with air. I want to grow these, but I don't know if the temperature is right, and they need light, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, the temperature is always like just outside. Slightly too hot for them. They're so picky, so unless I want to cool down the area to grow them, they're a little annoying. So for now I'm sticking with mealwood. They can deal with being a little more stressed for having bad food. Just had to be saying. They're getting a little too stressed for my liking, especially you, Joshua. Well, the water pipe's working. That's good. Not that I expected it not to or anything, but then Joshua's getting his massage on, so hopefully he'll lose all that stress. Just lose it. I mean, don't lose it because you're stressed. I mean, lose the stress. You get the idea. Ooh, a new duplicate. Are you impressive? None of you are impressive. Fine, I'll reject them again. I'm picky about my duplicates. Once you get them, you never lose them, because I don't want them to die. Cool, now the whole farm is built. Just one little thing left there to sweep, and that to dig out, and then I can use it. Finally. Mima. She's such a daredevil. Oh wow, they added a lot more different plants. Maybe I'm in over my head. I haven't even seen half of these. Oh well, you guys are still eating mealwood for now. I'll probably want to make this room refrigerated at least a little bit eventually, but sand. Yeah, so eventually I want this room to be refrigerated enough to grow the other one, whatever the puffy one is. You know, these bristle blossoms. And then I can put some lights up there. That shouldn't be too hard. I'll probably do that in the next one. But for now, it'll just have to be mealwood. Enjoy your worms on a stick. Oh no, there's a food shortage. I basically doubled your farm, and these are at 92%, but oh no, there's a food shortage. Freak out. Alright, I think as soon as this harvest is harvested, then I'll remove all these pots and repurpose this room because these are now growing. And is that the same amount? There's 9. Yeah, so I have enough there for them to live on. I won't need that. These, I think, grow faster in a hydroponic farm. I'm not sure about that, but I hope so. That would be awesome. Oh, there, the harvest is over. I can go ahead and demolish all of these potted plants because no one wants them anymore. They have better ones. Plants have died, what? It's killing them. I guess it doesn't matter. I have enough seeds. That's so hard. Well, these do appear to be growing faster, but that just could be me going insane. Because I do tend to do that. But even if they grow at the same exact rate, as long as they stay watered, which it looks like it's having no problem doing, I should be fine for the foreseeable future. I need to select a new research. I have a good amount of them done, but I think I'm going to want some other means of oxygen production next, just in case I run out of algae, which does tend to happen. I have a lot of it right now, but you never know, and I'm paranoid about algae. So I may wait on this polluted water receptacle because I don't think it's as necessary right now. This is growing at such a small pace, and the germs, and I'd have to seal it off. I want to build them a proper bathroom, probably somewhere over here, maybe below it. Maybe repurpose this room as a bathroom. We shall see in the next one. Many thanks for watching this video, and until next time, may your spoons remain.